This word is
Wine.
which means this word is
Zine.
magazine.
My name is Brittany. I'm a reading tutor. I know these videos are all in just fun. I enjoy them and I get sent them by my family members. So let's talk about a couple of these words if you happen to be interested in all of the whys. Up first, good question. Why don't wine and magazine rhyme? Well, that's because wine comes from Latin and keeps the long I sound, but magazine comes from Arabic, meaning a storehouse. It then passed through Italian and French, but the pronunciation kept with the French form, "ine." Other words that follow this I-N-E spelling but don't say long I are doctrine, feminine, and discipline.
So if that's magazine, this word would be
Peen.
No, porcupine.
Then there's porcupine. Unlike magazine, porcupine keeps its long I sound. Porcupine, it comes from Latin, meaning porcus, pig, and spina, spine. And because it came into English earlier, it held on to the I sound. So even though magazine and porcupine both end in I-N-E, one says "een" and one says "ein."
Is
Yard.
no, yard.
Damn it.
Why would you think yard? That's why.
This is the worst.
Then there's vine, vineyard, and yard. Vine says the long I sound, vineyard makes a completely different sound, and yard says what we would expect it to say. Why isn't vineyard vineyard? This is because over time, words that we use really often tend to blend together. So the pronunciation got simpler even though the spelling remained the same. Another example is cupboard. It was once literally cupboard because it meant a board or a literal shelf that you would put your cups on. Now, of course, we just say this as cupboard.
You don't see how?
I don't.
So we have a ton of examples like this in English where the spelling looks like it should say the same sound, but it all depends on the path the word took to get here.